Yo, what's good? You already know it's your boy Kenwall.
It's your boy Deja Wonder.
And you guys are tuning into another episode of Understated. Let's get it.
Come on now.
Come on now!
Alright, today we're just gonna get right into things. This is a very informational type of episode because I feel like people don't know how the stream works and stuff. This is going in the background and stuff.
So we're finally gonna get to the streaming. A little bit of information about streaming.
So which article you want to tackle first?
I guess we could focus on the streaming thing first.
Alright.
To really get people into the know-how of where we are in terms of music, because as most people know, a lot of people don't buy CDs the way that they used to anymore. A lot of us are more familiar with using Apple Music, iTunes. Is Apple Music and iTunes the same?
No,
they're two
I don't
separate-
think so.
they're two separate
Apple
things.
Music is streaming.
Yeah, Apple Music, yeah, it's for streaming. Sorry about that.
I think iTunes you could buy multiple stuff
Yeah.
off of. But
Yeah,
it
iTunes you
confuses
buy
me.
music. Yeah, it's just a bunch of different things. You
Stupid-ass
can either
Apple.
buy music, or you can stream it for free, or you could stream it and pay a premium service. So.
I don't, because actually Apple Music, because I don't use it that much. I can't. It's not like Spotify where it's like Tidal, where you have to buy the music first. But like if it's a streaming, I don't like. Let me go on this. Let me go on it real quick. No, it's a streaming. No, it has to be a streaming platform where you just tap on them. Like, you know how Tidal won't let you listen to it, right?
Yeah,
Unless
I know.
you have.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. You have three options, but with that one, it might just be that you have to pay and avoid ads. So what's happened is the trend has been, basically what I'm trying to say is that CDs historically weren't doing well anymore because of the internet. The accessibility. So when the internet came along and people were using, I know a lot of you guys might be familiar, Kazaa, LimeWire, all of these other piracy platforms, to get, people were using it to get free music. It was hurting the music industry, and to answer that, that's how we got these streaming platforms, particularly Spotify, whereby you could listen to the music for free. Obviously, you have the premium option where you can listen to it without ads, but that resulted in some form of an answer to the piracy issue and figuring out a way to pay artists.
Make it legal.
Illegal,
and everyone
free
downloads.
music, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Nah, the artist loses out on a lot of money. But speaking of that, the artist already is losing. With the legal way, they barely make anything.
Yeah, they barely make anything. And we'll put up like a graphic for this. I guess the average cost per stream, the average in terms of revenue, is 0.006 to 0.0084 cents per stream. So what we're talking about for these artists essentially is that if you're a new artist, you're really kind of fucked in this scenario, because
they don't do anything for you,
know,
man. This is a dog-eat-dog world.
If we're talking about everybody, Spotify is trying to kind of level the playing field and let more people in, let more people play. You could put your music up on Spotify, but you're really not going to see the dollars unless you're doing an extraordinary amount of streams. We're talking 0.006 to 0.0084 cents per stream.
That's
so
crazy.
I did the math here. Let's say you had 1 million streams, and we're gonna go on the low end, which is the 0.006. You got 1 million streams. That's only equivalent to $6,000 that you're making.
$6,000 is like...
So all these newer artists, I hate to break it to you, if you're only making if you only get 10,000 streams, you're only getting $60. And I did the breakdown
here. A million streams is a big song too. So your song has to be good.
Yeah.
Your song your song has to be great. 1 million streams is great. Not good. So you got to be hitting. If you're a new artist, you got to be hitting back to back to back to back. Yeah. If you in terms of making music off of the streams, which isn't a good thing
usually,
to do.
And you can't just
if you
be
want to make
one hit wonder, because you may not hit that. Like, in order to be making a lot of money, you got to be hitting at least 1 billion streams.
Yeah, and honestly, all of this is just unreal. We're just saying, if you wanted to live off of your music streams, that's the only way it's possible.
Yeah.
And that's very unrealistic, because no matter who you are, you can't be having hits back to back to back.
Yeah, not always, especially not at the
It's
start.
gonna slow down at one point, clearly.
This information was collected from October 15th of this year. I went in and I checked the streams on these 4 songs.
God's
so
plan.
you have Lil Wayne, Mona Lisa, that was 44,533,887 streams at that time. And I did the math, that's equivalent to $206,203. So Lil Wayne, just off the Mona Lisa song. Now granted, that song just came out. Still, like, for having 44 million streams, that's only equivalent to like close to $270,000. Now go to somebody like Drake, who's had God's Plan out since January of this year. He has 1,060,808,940 streams, and that's equivalent to $6,364,854. So for him, Drake is a big time artist. He can afford to really eat from the streaming game.
Eat from the stream. But like it's like Lil Wayne's a big artist too.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't say Lil Wayne's not a big artist, so that's the reason why.
Yeah, you can see here with the BB Rexa and the Cardi B's songs that have come out, how much they would be making. But I mean, you have to be a big time star, and that's what I want. You know, that's one of the things that I want these newer artists coming up to know, is that money is always a factor here. And just because you're like, oh, I'm going to get put on this streaming platform, that doesn't automatically mean you're going to be making all this money. And then think about it.
Streaming platform should just be used for marketing.
Yes, exactly.
Because if it's like a lot of people do listen to SoundCloud, granted, but like, when it's like you're on Apple Music, Tidal, or Spotify, it's like, oh shit, he's on.
Yeah.
I can access him like that, because like SoundCloud, I don't know the numbers, but how many people, you guys in the comments section, if you guys respond, if you want to interact, tell me if you guys have like, or if you know anyone that has SoundCloud Premium. I know they have a premium thing. Yeah. I don't know much people that have it.
A premium.
So I don't know, like with SoundCloud, is that doing well? So tell me if you guys know anyone and if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Because like SoundCloud it's still up there for the newer artists, but I feel like the Apple Music, the Tidals, and the Spotify's of the world have that like concrete where it's like, yo, like you making moves. I feel like that's what it is. So that's why I think you should use it as a marketing tool instead of where you get your money from. Yeah. Honestly, because that shit .0006? Wait, .006?
0.006.
That, Jesus Christ, man.
So I was reading another article about this one artist who was explaining in the music industry, and it's very much in line with some of the things that we said. Or have been saying about using Spotify to build your brand and using these streaming platforms to build your brand, not necessarily looking for them to make money, because the streaming platforms allow distribution. If people can know who you are, that can lead to more opportunities. If you're only looking to get bread from just those, you might be in for a sore disappointment.
Yeah.
It's why we discussed posting a lot of stuff on Snapchat, posting a lot of stuff on Instagram, because what this artist that I was reading about did was he posted a lot of stuff for a very long time, and then he offered like a 2-day recording session for fans to come and see him. And he said he made a couple $1,000s just from that, like inviting people to come and listen and watch him record for 2 days. But he built that trust over time.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's one way to make money. I think he said like only 9 people showed up. But let's say he charged like, I don't know, maybe, let's say on the high end, he charged $1,000. If 9 people show up, that's $9,000 in 2 days. There's opportunities for artists to make money out there. You just have to be smart about it, and you have to build that rapport with your fans and invite them into your world.
Yeah.
They'll pay for it if they trust you and if they like you. You just gotta think outside the normal ways that we've been doing things, because you're thinking how we did things in the 2000s when we're in 2018. So all the best to you guys.
Yeah. So.
How low can you go?